Process thought theology. Process thought theology is not a theodicy for one thing, as it argues that God is not omnipotent, however is still all-loving and all-good. It also argues that God didn't create the world out of nothing. God persuaded/lured creation towards a state of greater order and complexity where the goods of harmony and intensity are found. Therefore, God encouraged the start of evolution but doesn't control everything. Therefore, God is limited by natural laws as God didn't create them. Why evil exists? God is not all-powerful, so they can't impose their will due to a lack of power. Therefore, the evils of discord, such as pain and pointless triviality, will result. Also, due to human free will, the influence of God is further diminished. In a sense, God is partially responsible for evil, as God began the universe with the knowledge that they couldn't control it. However, this is no different to a mother who gives birth to a son, knowing that her son could just as easily become a murderer. Is free will/creation worth it? We can only condemn God for starting creation if we believe to avoid evil, God should have avoided all possibility of good. Therefore, it is argued that the quantity and quality of good outweighs evil. It's better to have a universe with both than none at all. Also, in process thought theology, God is not independent from the world. God suffers with it when moral evil is committed. God also, therefore, experiences all good and all bad, all pain and all pleasure, yet allows creation to continue. Therefore, if God believes creation is worthwhile, it should be good enough for everyone. Also, another reason for allowing evil is that evil is needed to recognize perfection, have the desire to make the world a better place, and experiences all values and emotions. Process thought theology. Evaluation. Strengths. As God truly suffers, God can understand our pain, therefore we can have a deeper, more loving relationship with them. It also assures the believer that creation must be worth it if God experiences all pleasure and all pain. As God suffers too, yet allows creation to continue, the pleasure must be worth the pain. Also, as there is no certainty of God's triumph over evil, it encourages the believers to actively fight evil and not just leave it in the hands of God. Weaknesses. It is not a theodicy. It doesn't justify the God of classical theism. And omnipotence, according to many, is a crucial aspect of God, and many may argue that a God who is not omnipotent is not worthy of worship. Also, God can't offer solutions to helplessness, which almost makes God as weak as us. As Brian Davies describes it, God is in the soup as well. Therefore, many would argue he is not worthy of worship, but also God cannot guarantee eternal life. Therefore, there may be no point in trying to be moral, as it may turn to nothing. Furthermore, God experiences great pain and pleasure. However, those who have only suffered, there is no guarantee of an afterlife. This is no justification for evil.